folks, let's power our minds with some juicy, delicious programming knowledge. Woohoo! Today we discuss about the concept of getters and setters. Can you maybe remember we talked about the class concept recently? Yes, now we go more in depth. Let's start right now. So getters and setters are the methods which allow you to get or set the value of the declared attribute. What does that mean exactly? Well, let's take a look on our example. So as you see, I created main method once again as usually, then also the main class with the main method, okay? And also the person class where I created three variables: name, age, gender. Person class, that means we create a blueprint of a person, right? Remember, blueprint of a person, class is a blueprint, okay? So what is the getter and setter? Well, to talk really simple. For getting the value, we use the getters. For setting the value of the variables, we use setters. The getters and setters are actually methods. So folks, getters and setters are the methods, right? That means these getters and setters need to be done or need to be created somewhere in the class. Okay, so that means we need to create them somewhere in this blueprint or somewhere in the main method, but we will go and focus on person today, on the person blueprint. So we can, of course, type them manually, but I won't do that. I will directly generate them for us. You need to take your time and type them manually because every exam they will ask you about that to know by heart how to do that. So I clicked now some special features in my Intellij. So the Intellij will create for me getters and setters for each variable we declared here, okay? So take a look what will happen. Boom, we have getters and setters. So how they exactly look like? Well, as you know, basic method knowledge, you already heard about that. You can return something or you can have the void method, right? So the same principle goes by getters and setters. For getters, you use the return method because you return something, you want to get something from the class. So you need to return something. And the setter, set name, get name means getter, set name means setter. For set name, you declare some variable. So basically, as you see, we declare the name variable from our blueprint declared data string. Some similar concept in when we talked about the constructors. Maybe you should take a look on this video to understand why we write this. Basically, we just declare to Java that use from this class the name, and because of that, Java understands that name should be taken from here, not from here, for example. Anyway, don't worry about that, you will get it very soon. So let's jump back to our topic. Get name, get age, set age, get gender, set gender. You see the same principle always to each of the variables. So one variable generates two methods which you can already create automatically. It's just normally just like that. In this way, by the way, you encapsulate your data. That means we make the data available to manipulate only through the methods and not directly. What does that mean, not directly manipulating, blah blah blah? Well, direct manipulation would be if we would go to the main class, we create a person, and then to this person we would use the dot, and yeah, I will show you that just in a second. So enough talked about everything what is theoretical. Let's go straightly to the example and let's see how you create or use the getters and setters. Okay, we now have our person class. As you know, we have the getters and setters. We have three variables. Let's go to the main class and do something. So in the main method, please ignore these things. We will talk about them just now. So let's create the person, okay? Person, getters and setters, okay. Let's call the person Natalie. Just pick some random word. So now we created the object Natalie, okay? Now take a look what I can do with Natalie. As soon as I use the dot, I can use the get age, get gender, get getters, and basically the setters: set age, set gender, set name. So of course, if I will use the get age, nothing will happen. Why? Because let's run it and I will show you why. You see, I actually delivered only the first lines, the last 3 lines, but nothing appeared here because of course we firstly don't have any value in this. Please pay attention to get age. It returns age, but our age is like there's no value inside. Okay, so before we do that, we always need to set some value, and that can be done by like that. You see, we set the age value 23 and we can return that, but the problem is here, as you possibly know, that it won't be printed out because we just deliver the value but we don't print it. So for that we need to use the method which we the statement which we have here, by the way. So let's use it and you will see what will happen now. And I know I'm too fast. I'm fast and chaotical, guys. Just let me know if it's just too fast for you. So as you see, we have the printed out the text here and also delivered the value which we actually have set here. Okay, we delivered the value here, it is automatically printed out, and we set the value actually here. So folks, you see the same principle goes actually in the every setter and getter. Let's switch to now to the person class once again, and let's a little bit analyze what we did. Firstly, we set the age of Natalie, where we passed the integer, where we also required only integer, right? We passed the integer age and we declared the age of the Natalie inside this. We said to Java with help of this, we said, look Java, take a look on this class. Somewhere there is a age variable. As you see, it's already noted down. Age, please assign age with the value which we passed. That's what happened actually. And then later, as you see, we actually wanted to return this value inside the system out println method. So that's what we did. We just return age. That's it, guys. That's it, folks. So the same principle can be done for other setters. Like for example, we have the gender, and as you know, we require here char. So that means we need to deliver the char character, one character, one letter. And the same goes for the name. Where is our setter name? Yeah, now we see Natalie. You see, and now we have everything. Of course, you can imagine if we write here some letters, there will be some error. Okay, so I guess you know that. And now we set the values. Of course, we need to deliver them here. We need to write them here. Get name, and here we write Natalie gender. Simple as that. And if we run the program Java, we will get the result. Of course, we need to also use the space between, because Java of course doesn't get what you exactly want, so be careful with that always. Okay, and if you run once again, now it will work. It should work. Yes, exactly. This person's name is Natalie age. I guess that would be it for like explaining the getters and setters. Just try them out, and that's the whole case of the getters and setters. We will just summarize everything and you will get the concept a little bit better in your head. Alright folks, let's summarize everything what we learned. So the getters and setters help you to manipulate the data only with help of methods. That means that now I cannot just write Natalie dot and I will have option to choose one of these variables and declare it directly. So let me show you what the direct declaration would look like. We use the string variable, we set it to public, and now we type Natalie and set name equals to Natalie. That would be the direct declaration, and that it's not so optimal to do that in this way. Instead of that, We encapsulate our data, that means we put them on private. That means this data will be only in this class blueprint, and it can be accessed only by gets or sets, okay, getters and setters. So that means we only can set the data in this way, set gender, set age, set name, whatever. So we can manipulate the variables, these variables here, only like that, okay? And we can get them only with the method also. That's the basic concept. I don't want to tell you more about that. The sooner you start to exercise, the better for you, and you will see the concept. 80%, 90% of the learning goes with the exercises. Alright folks, now we're coming to the question round. Okay, so I ask from you for this question round that you create variables for the dog, at least, and I really motivate you to please to create at least 3 variables or 4, and then write manually the getters and setters. Okay, so that would be the question round. Again, take a look on my getters and setters, how they are created, and take the same principle also here. Take the same structure as here. You see, you actually return the name and you set the name in this way. Try it out with the class dog. Take a look maybe or think about what the dog can do, or what kind of variables he can have, or she can have, it can have, and then create the getters and setters for these variables. Okay folks, that will be it for this video. Enough talking, just now exercise please. By the way, please leave the comments of your examples of the dog class. I'm really curious about that. And also please do not forget to subscribe my channel, to check my description, because I have a lot of challenges for you, exercises, books, suggested channels, other channels where you can really plenty stuff for Java. And yeah, thank you for your time folks. You're now hopefully got powered up with the knowledge.